Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you about the Fosi ZA3 amplifier. Yeah, it's not a new amplifier, it's on the market for like a year or maybe a little bit longer, but it still delivers the sound quality that is absolutely stunning. As you might know, I'm a manufacturer of those loudspeakers behind me, the Qualio IQ, and yeah, this one sounds amazing with that. And I want to share with you a story. 2 weeks ago we were on the trade show in Warsaw, audio video show 2024, and yeah, the amplifier that I'm working on is not ready yet, so I thought to myself, I'll borrow some kind of good amplifier from Corey's, my local audiophile store, and yeah, I borrowed the NAIM NAP 250. It's a power amplifier with like 200 watts at 4 ohms, so it's plenty of power, and Qualio like that kind of amplification. So yeah, we took the NAIM to the trade show, we played with T+A DAC 200 with that, and we were very happy with the sound, and so were the visitors. One of the visitors decided to come to us and listen because he wanted to purchase the IQ. However, he's like not very advanced audiophile, and he used to have a gear, like mainstream gear, like, you know, MARANTZ, Denons and things like that. So he wanted to listen to the speakers in different conditions. He brought his amplifier, and yeah, our employee connected the speakers with the amp and everything. However, we started to listen to the speakers with the NAIM at first to have the same experience as he had during the audio show. And after listening to that, he said, yeah, it sounds great, okay, but let me now connect my, I believe it was MARANTZ P7100, something like that, or PM 7100, all-in-one, like $1,000 device. I don't really like all of those. I think they sound way below what you can buy if you don't go for all-in and you just get good amp and good DAC, even cheap ones. Like the chai fee for that will blow your mind. Don't go for this, yeah, mainstream audio. If you care about the sound quality, you can get better for that price for sure. So yeah, we switched to the MARANTZ, and instantly it sounded like everything disappeared. There was no bass, there was no sound stage, there was only left and right channel, there was no emotion, no immersion, nothing. Yeah, that's what is kind of expected. The customer knows that he can't afford at the moment the 7,000 euro amplifier, and he prefers to spend the money on speakers. Okay, so we have a small stock of those Fosi ZA3 amplifiers, because when we travel, we always bring those amplifiers with us, and they embarrassed so many high-end amps that it's not even silly. So what to do in that situation? We took out 2 of those amplifiers, because they can work in a mono mode or stereo mode. Basically in mono mode, you don't double the power, you don't bridge it, you basically turn off one of the channels, which make entire power supply being able to power only one channel. So it makes easier for the power supply, you've got better current reserves from the power supply, and probably there's some noise cancellation because of that as well. So yeah, there's some benefits to that. And since one of those amps costs 150 euros or bucks, you know, why don't we double it and make it dual mono? So we did that, we connected that, and it was night and day when we compared it to MARANTZ. Like instantly, the bass was there, the soundstage was there, the immersion was there, like it works amazingly, and it wasn't braked in at all. It was just fresh off the box. So we connected 2 of those, and it sounded great. Because the volume control was in the DAC, we used it as a power amp, so we decided to move the knob to the max on both units and connected the DAC via XLR, because if you're using RCA and you can use XLR, switch immediately. It will sound way better. Okay, so let's get back to the Fosi here. So we connected it, listened to it, and yeah, the customer, he said, yeah, it sounds amazing. I'm gonna sell my MARANTZ, buy this one. I'll buy Cello as a streamer and DAC for now, and I'll have my system, I'll be happy. But we wanted to test how much is it off the NAIM NAP 250. So we switched it back. And in my opinion, the customer's opinion, and our employee opinion, it wasn't better at all. Instantly, plenty of energy disappeared from the room. Maybe the bass was a little bit more pronounced in some regions, but overall, this is more open. The soundstage was huge in comparison to the NAIM, and the overall immersion and overall impression from the sound was that this generates bigger, bolder, more lifelike sound, and it brings the speakers to the next level in comparison to the NAIM. And let me tell you, two of those with the 48 volts power supply cost 300 euro, and the NAIM here, it cost 7,000 something euro. So 20 times more. I'm gonna play you a sample that I recorded here with my high-end shop's microphones, and there will be switching in between A and B amp, and I'll reveal which amp is which after the sound samples. But let me tell you, this is truly silly, and it's a Class D, so it might not work with every speaker because the sound character depends on the impedance of the loudspeaker. But yeah, it's worth the try. You can always return it, and I'm not paid by Fosi to say anything about that. I bought those units. We basically probably bought like 50 of them already, and you know, sold it with the speakers. And it's truly a hidden gem, and I know how it works with plenty of people like, this won't work, this is too cheap, this is chi-fi, this is good for $500 desk speakers and things like that. No, it's not. It's really good. It can work out and it can make amazing system, and I didn't even replace the op-amps in here. So it's NA5532, I believe, in here. All vanilla, just as is from the factory, and yeah, it sounds very good. Just go dual mono, switch the knob to the max, use the external preamp volume regulation, and yeah, just if anybody asks to turn it on, you have to push down the knob for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then the light will turn on. It's not so obvious if you don't read the manual. This might not be so obvious, so I'm just gonna share it with you. So without further ado, let's listen to the samples, and I'll reveal which is which after the sound samples. So put on your headphones and enjoy.
claims made on the Qualio website are absolutely true. These are the most holographic, three-dimensional layered speakers I've ever heard. They are audiophile speakers. These are high-end speakers. Heck, these can compete easily with speakers in the $30,000 range, and that is no joke. If you like the way these look and you're looking for a high-end sound with clarity, openness, transparency, but also has a foundation from the bass and body to it, but not overdone, and you have this amazing floaty spatial vibe with some recordings, you're going to love these speakers.
Hey, you couldn't see it coming. You might have thought it, but you couldn't change it. Hey, it's not right or wrong. It's about trying, find the silver lining, rain and fire, highs and lows, you name it, cold and warmth, laughs and cries, you have it. The world goes by, and by the time it does, you missed it. You didn't see it, flew by. I woke up in the middle of the night. Na, na, na. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me. I couldn't see what you saw in me. Ooh, na, na, na. But you showed me how to believe. Still gets me. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. Yeah, I will love you for it all. It is hard to share my thoughts. Ooh, na, na, na. It's like hiding a wound in a bleeding heart. It gets me. But I know that you need it all. Ooh, na, na, na. Just give me some time, 'cause I need to know that you're staying. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to.
Okay, so did you manage to hear the differences? Because, as I said, this one, in my opinion, sounds better to me than the NAIM NAP 250, which is very interesting. And if you like the liveliness, the openness, the holography, wide soundstage and everything like that, yeah, try those out. It's a key to save some money that you can allocate into different components. Maybe better speakers, better DAC, better cables, better whatever, or just go ahead and, you know, save some money. Why not? This is crazy. For the money, the freedom that it gives, the opportunity that this is amazing. So yeah, I've had plenty of those amplifiers, the D-class small Chi-Fi amps from Fosi, from IMA, from other companies. And yeah, I tend to gravitate towards the Fosi ZA3. Whenever I suggest anybody to get the D-class Chi-Fi amp, this is the default go-to amp for me. And it's because it's rich sounding, organic sounding, fresh off the box. And the only thing that is the downside is to make it really loud, you have to knock the volume knob a little bit, you know, like high. So like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, listening levels are standard, but it doesn't really matter. It sounds amazing when it comes to the performance, what it can do. And I totally recommend it. If you are looking for a system and you're fresh to the audiophile game, for example, I don't know if you can go for a better choice than two of those in dual mono, some DAC like streamer like Solo A6, A6 Master Edition or A8 or something like that, or Vim if you like it as well, and the loudspeakers, and just buy two of those and go to your local hi-fi store and listen to speakers through that amp and find the best matching ones. And instead of spending like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10,000 bucks on the amp, just spend more on the speakers, cables and whatever else is there to spend on, because it will end up a better sound for you for sure. So yeah, this is not a joke. I like it, I recommend it. The Fosi ZA3, a default Chi-Fi amp that really rocks, and in my opinion is one of the best looking Chi-Fi Class D amps ever. Yeah, it looks awesome. So thank you for that, and if you liked the video and you're not subscribing, please subscribe for more videos like that. And I'm looking forward to your comment, because I'm interested whether you tried that, it worked for you, or maybe it didn't, or You won't ever get it because you don't believe in it. Whatever your cup of tea is, let me know in the comment. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for your time and see you in my next video.